Somebody about to be my victim.
Bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, bounce, baby, make it bounce. Work that, back, baby, act bang, yeah.
So, as you guys know, we got pulled over, we got our bike impounded, etc., etc., etc. Well, because of that, we were worried we weren't going to get it back, but we got our old 750 back instead. We said, they ain't going to stop us. If I want to ride, I'm going to keep riding. We got a new shop, started getting it set up. Started working on the 750 and found out that it actually had a lot of issues. So we sold it to a friend of a friend, and it ended up breaking down on him on his way home. Oh no. What the hell?
Ride safe,
now, technically, we didn't sell it, we traded it. Some of you may say not a good trade, but for a bike that broke down 25 minutes from this clip, for something that I still ride, I'd say it's a really good deal. We traded it for that quad, right there. Immediately had to throw some upgrades to it on the carburetor and exhaust. Put it through the ultimate stress test. You guys will see a whole video on this. I believe the next video coming out, if not the next one, the one after that. So stay tuned. So we've got a new carburetor in the mail for that, along with a new velocity stack for that, along with that carburetor's going on that. But after we got it upgraded to our liking, we taught my fiance Kara how to ride it. And she's a little more mellow than I am, but trust me, once she gets a little more used to this thing, you guys will really see what she's capable of. Now, I sometimes believe that everything happens for a reason, because even though the 750 was my dream bike, now Kara has something that she can ride, and that we can ride together. Not only that, we did actually eventually get my Suzuki back from the import. After almost 3 months of waiting, that is. But regardless, we gave it some upgrades as well. Not only did we repaint it, but we did a front end swap and a stunt brake, which you guys will see the process of. And now with 2 running and driving machines in our shop, the opportunity for content is endless. Can't see because of all the dust in the air, but from a distance with no light, it looks purple. But with the light on, you can see there, you start to get that blue all over it. It looks really nice. I kind of fucked up this side. There, but it's not like super noticeable from the distance. I fucked up the stripe a little bit too. but the other side looks like perfect. So I'll probably end up redoing it again at some point in the future, but for now this is fine. Yeah, everything's still taped up. I'm gonna let the tape dry, so all the lettering on those won't have the glitter effect to it. So they'll just, all the lettering will be nothing but white, like completely. Unlike the gas tank, where the white on the gas tank also has the color shift. You can't really see it as well, but it is there. You can kind of see it. So, but let's swap in front ends finally. I'm gonna do that, and then hopefully try to get the rear brakes fixed because they're still not perfect. If not, it's not the worst thing in the world. I use my front brakes mainly anyway. Just means that wheelies are postponed for a little while, but I painted the wheelie pegs too, just to give them some color. Help them stand out a little bit, not look as rusty. I don't want this thing to look rusty and dirty all the time. After all this paint dries and I can put it all back together, I'm gonna give it a good wash and hopefully it'll look a lot better. But yeah, working on the front end now. We're gonna see how that goes, and then if I can get that done quick enough, we'll work on the brakes. If not, then we'll just finish up the body panels. Ignore all my fuck-ups because I'm pissed about them. These were the best pieces. Like the gas tank has this whole side that's like kind of fucked up, but this side's really pretty. These were all perfect, and then I fucking dropped my fender, and I fucked up right there, and right there, and it fucked up right there, and right there, and right there on the other two. But aren't they pretty? Like without the light shining on this in the right way, it really does just look like purple. And then you turn that light on, and it's got that blue in it. Severe fuck up right there. Less severe fuck up right there. And then our cap also got some stuff in it, but it's pretty good. It's just white, so I'm not really worried about it. It's gonna get scratched up and shit anyway. But yeah, that's how she is. After getting the front end swap done and getting the bike nice and pretty and put back together, I decided to throw on some wheelie pegs, and to make those wheelie pegs actually usable, we also put a stunt handbrake for the rear, which is fully functioning. So is our foot pedal still, which is pretty uncommon with drum brake bikes. Fixed the oil lines, leveled the gas tank, tried to level the bike the best that I could, moved the exhaust or relocated the exhaust a little bit based off of the suspension relocation. Bent this back in place. Need to put axle sliders and a front cage on it, but so far so good. Fixed my throttle. Front brakes work, rear handbrake works, rear foot brake works, and I also added that. These don't light up when I brake, but I'm gonna get a replacement so that they do, and then once I get a replacement relay for my turn signals, I'll be able to wire up my turn signals and it'll be fully street legal again. Plus the underglow is street legal. I think it looks sick. Got the no smoking beyond this point sign, and it's finally done, and I'm gonna start working on the drag frame. Oh yeah, the drag frame. So basically, we took our old 125cc kickstart chopper and put it in a pit bike frame with a mini bike wheel and literally no suspension, and put a 125 in it. And that 125 is going to get swapped out with something way faster, hopefully. But for now, it's going to be a completely stripped down, bare bones, motor only mini drag bike. And my goal is if we use the 125, it's going to be the fastest 125 4-stroke out there. And if we don't use the 125, it's going to be the fastest mini drag bike in my area. So we'll see about that. And here's just a little clip showing you what this thing's about. I'm deciding between the dirt bike gas tank or shoving the mini bike gas tank under the seat. We're going to do a super small foam pad with that so that it'll be a seat from here to here. Then we'll just kind of put a board across here. And we're going to put rear suspension back on it. And we're just going to run this motor. I think it helps the front end look less silly having more in the front, but I also want it to be really light because I do want it to actually drag race. So we just got to figure out a motherfucking shifter and we'll be good to go. Oh my god, I hate that I did this to myself. So yeah, on top of all those other projects that we have, I told my stepdad I'd work on his 3-wheeler for him because I really wanted to ride it. So that's also what we're doing, but everything else runs and rides now, so we're just down to his, and then the drag race bike, and we also have a chopper, but that one's going to be for way in the future, so don't worry about that. Didn't hear it here. But yeah, so I.C.E 185, let's get into that. We're gonna check the gas tank right now, see how that's looking, check the fuel line, and then we're gonna pull the gas tank off, and then we're gonna check the spark. We're gonna check if this is clogged up at all, because this came off with an ATV. Hopefully I have some parts that'll help, and if we don't have some parts that'll help, hopefully we can get some parts that'll help, and we can just completely rebuild this 3-wheeler. Like that's kind of just the plan. The plan is to get this 3-wheeler running awesome. Alright, so all 3 tires are off the ground. First thing that comes to mind is air filter. Not only is it a piece of a t-shirt, but it's dirty as hell and trapped in an air box. Let's give him a better filter and then give him a storage box beneath it, because this is a hardtail, so he doesn't have suspension in the back, and he just has all of that storage space back there. So I'm thinking maybe we try to fit a little box right back here behind, in front of the axle. It's popped out of its thing, it's basically locked up, this spring is destroyed. This one, however, is looking like it's still in good condition, so I'm thinking we might be able to just swap out this spring, because it is feeling a little weak, and we might be able to just adjust it. So the foot brakes we might be able to get to work. We gotta give him some performance handlebars. And I know I got some laying around here somewhere. I got a set of Pro Tapers, but that's what we're gonna throw on here for him, because these are basically like Harley handlebars, and they're just not a good riding position. See that there's still oil in the motor, and then see if we have spark, and then we'll get right into that air filter. See if we can get this thing running with some fresh gas, and then if we can get it running, we'll focus on that chain and the brakes, and we'll have a riding machine, and then we can focus on the bars and all of those little cosmetics that I hopefully can do for him. So I found out why this thing was running like shit. Well, first off, there's a slight head gasket leak, but it's really not bad enough to worry about. Obviously, you got to worry about it at some point, but I'm pretty sure it's had that because that's a really old stain. So it runs with it, but the reason why it ran like shit was because either your coil or your coil was shot. Because I swapped the coil and the ECU, and it worked. And then I put your original ECU back on, and it still worked. But I put a brand new one on it just because it's better and it'll last you longer. So brand new ECU, brand new coil with a shorter spark plug cord, so that'll be a lot more beneficial as well. Save some space. So yeah, that's why it was running like shit and barely running at all, is because it just didn't have proper spark at all. But now it does. So I'm gonna put the airbox back together and fold everything back up and see if I can't get it started. The Quad A 2003 Kawasaki Bayou 220, classic quad. Basically anybody who rides quads knows what a Kawasaki Bayou is. It's a great machine, runs great, drives great. It's ready to go. Needs new tires, but it runs on the tires that it has perfectly fine. So we're gonna run them till they're completely bare, and then get some new ones hopefully soon, before winter preferably. The Suzuki, a 96 GN 125, basically a DRZ 125, but geared and set up for the street. But now it is set up for stunt riding and off-road riding, I guess, because it's technically built with dirt bike parts. It's basically a supermoto if it was the shape of a Harley and about half the size. So yeah, it's running, it's riding, brakes work good enough to run and ride, and maybe even do a couple cool things with it. So I don't know why I said that like a robot. But our last project is a 1983 ATC 185S, and we got new bars, new bar risers, a new carb, new CDI, new coil. There's a new pull start on it already, and we just got to see if we can get some brakes working, hook the airbox up, and get some new fuel line. And really soon this ATC will be running, and I am so excited because it'll be the first time I actually get to ride it. That'll be it for this video, guys, so I hope you enjoyed. If you like seeing videos like this, check out my other build videos in the build playlist on the channel, and if you want to see more videos of me riding, we have a motovlog playlist as well, so make sure to check that out. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.